purpose of school. I thought this was very interesting. Some dude broke it down. And look, I have a lot of conversations. I've seen some of the podcasts. If you guys watch A16Z, Ben Horowitz, Mark Andreessen, I love that podcast. Ben Horowitz, my dog. But respectfully, they are talking about higher education and higher learning institutions in ways that I never wanted to hear and see. I'm like, come on, man, y'all don't take down the college university. I got too much pride hanging on Columbia. Protest aside. But this dude broke it down again. So now more dominoes are falling in terms of this whole educational system. Let's listen to my brother break it down.
The biggest mistake I ever made as a parent, in my opinion, was letting my children go to public school. The second biggest mistake was letting them go to a school at all. The purpose of school is to manufacture employees for businesses. It's not to teach your children to be smart.
Man.
There's a book that I would recommend highly. It's called Weapons of Mass Instruction. John Taylor Gatto. He was the 5-time Teacher of the Year in New York, and he became totally disillusioned when he realized that the purpose of being a school teacher was not to teach math. I think that maybe he taught English or math. He said, I became disillusioned the day I realized my job was not to teach math, but my job was to teach school. Think about it. In school, they teach you that nothing is important.
Wow.
Well, how do they do that? It's the only place that you will ever work in your life where you work on something for 45 or 55 minutes and then a bell rings and you close your book. You don't care about that anymore until tomorrow. It doesn't make any sense. And the reason they use bells in schools is because that's what they used on the assembly lines. Lunchtime, ring a bell. Okay, go to lunch. Ring a bell again. You come back from lunch. The whole thing was programmed for a stimulus response. We still tell our children, well, if you want to do well in life, you got to go to college, get a degree. Well, the only reason we tell them that is because that's what we're expected to tell them. We haven't really thought about it.
What is going on in this world? Woo! Every time I watch a football game, I'm always like, damn, I was born too early. But every time I get on social media, I'm like, damn, I was born too late. I got to deal with this shit. Everybody's saying everything. And being real, a lot of it is good. A lot of it is true. A lot of it is like, wow. A lot of it is challenging, right? So, what is the purpose of school? Obviously, the first thing that sticks out is you are getting educated. But educated to what? We've all heard, we've all learned, we've all experienced that there are gaps in our knowledge. There are blind spots. No matter how smart you are, no matter what school you went to, there are things you are not told, things you are not shown because it's all manufactured. Now, manufacture sounds like it has a negative connotation, but someone had to create structure, create the curriculum, create the rituals of what school is. Someone had to create grade levels, right? All this is men, women creating something. So it's going to be imperfect. Why? Because humans are a part of it. Humans are involved with it. Okay, so we're going to leave that part out, the imperfect side of education, because nothing can be perfect if humans are doing it. Okay, now we're here. What is the purpose then? You're getting educated. Is your mama and daddy gonna do it? Well, if your mama and daddy got means and resources, maybe they can't. Maybe you can get homeschooled. Maybe you can have a pod. But what if you ain't got it like that? You gotta go down to the school and get educated in group, in mass. Why? Because that's the only way we can do it. You have a better solution? So when I see videos like that, I always say, okay, what's a better solution? Oh, you homeschool them. Okay, that ain't for everybody. Well, then that's the conversation. So one is the education. We got to get you in groups. We got to get you in mass. We got to get it supported by the government, or we got to have it privately funded by you. Or really fund it and don't send them nowhere. That's yours. That's fine. The system may be a little stubborn to you at times, but still respect, right? Socializing, the socialization that happens at school. Another word that seems like it has some negative connotation, but also you see the positives. Whoo, you don't believe me? Have your kids go to school and then leave them home, not sick. Nah, not a sick day. Just leave them at home. Just take them, wake up, get them dressed. Now stay home. You stay home too. And watch what the hell is going on at school. And watch your kids show you they need that structure. They need that socialization. They need to be around their peer group. Do you understand how Tasmanian devil your kid is when they got 8 hours just sitting there in your walls, in your room, in your living room? It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. I ain't never seen something crazier than a kid that's just staying at home. It's insane. So they're getting educated, they're getting socialized, right? They're getting structured. They're getting disciplined. They're around others so that they can have associations, so they can learn this world based on perspectives. It's a lot that's going on in school other than just what's 2 plus 2. So I'm still pro-school. I'm still pro-public school. I'm pro-private school. I'm pro-go to the best school because I know how important it is when they get out of school that you got to get to work. And I ain't talking about your job. I'm talking about to raising your kids. See, I think a lot of times these conversations happen, and if you're going to be real to each other, the parents are trying to unload their kids. They trying to look, I'm downloading my baby to you. Bring them back ready. That ain't how it goes. This is a process. You said assembly line? Yeah. Your part is to drop them off, and then when you pick them up, you got to keep that conveyor belt going. But a lot of times people want to just drop them off, pick them up. All right, go do you. I hope you learning. I hope you good. I hope you right. Put you right back on that conveyor belt and go again. It has to be extended. So much is learned in the home. So much is learned away from school. Like I was talking about Columbia. The most beautiful thing about our campus, about my school and our curriculum, wasn't just the core curriculum, wasn't what I was learning in class and opening up those books and those conversations and dialogues with my professors and those smart ass kids. Nope. It was the fact that when we got out of class, the melting pot of New York City was walking right before my very eyes. And I could touch and see and hear and feel all of that. I was like, damn, my brain is not turning off. Everywhere I go, I'm learning. And I think that's the purpose of school. That everywhere you go, you're learning. I think in those borders, in that controlled environment, they're trying to create an ecosystem that everywhere you go, you're learning. I learned stuff playing tetherball. I learned stuff playing handball. I learned you got to stand in line. Oh, don't skip me, and how much space to give between the line. All this crazy stuff. You got your lunch tickets and got to give it to the person. Oh, you only get one, but if you had a little more money, you could bring your own lunch. You can have whatever you want. Like, look, man, come on. Do I have to go through this? I ain't got to bore y'all. The point is, what's the purpose of school to you? Purpose of school to me is to get you a dose of that real world. Get ready for that real world because it's going to be real out there. And just like some of these public schools, private schools, home schools, guess what? Everybody ain't for you. Everything ain't for you, but everything could be yours. So that's the purpose of school to me. Don't y'all dare try to come at my school. I love schools too much.